What is going on, guys? Kingpin Light here. We got VannDa, Laura Mum, and Polarix be with you. The official music video. I saw this in the suggestions tab of YouTube. Again, I don't think this was a recommendation. Another Laura Mum and VannDa song was suggested. This is how I saw this one. But I remember Polarix. I figured, you know what? Let's listen to all three on a song. I've never heard this one, and I haven't seen it mentioned, so. Let's go ahead and jump into. Well, actually, I did see this was posted about a year ago, so it is a little bit long. I've noticed that Laura Mum hasn't released any new songs for a while, at least not on her YouTube channel. I'm assuming she's just really busy with running the company, Barame and everything. So that's probably my guess. Otherwise, is there a reason she's maybe not making music as much anymore? Other than that you guys know of. So let me know if there is a reason, I guess. Let's jump right into it, though. Closed captioning on, as always. Okay. So this is about to be like a cinematic movie again. Start off with that running, right? It looked like a horror movie almost. Or actually, more of a thriller trailer than a horror movie, actually, because it's got those heavy breathing, that build up with the sound, and then the title. This would be like coming soon to theaters near you or something. That's that's what I imagine.
It's been a real long time since I seen.
Okay, that jumped right into it. My bad. Let me go back. Get that nice little intro into it instead of just clicking play and it goes straight to the music.
It's been a real long time since I seen ya. I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel ya. Way away, but I'll be there for ya.
Ooh. I mean, we all already know she has an amazing singing voice. So it comes down now to me just always seeing her new flows or whatever flow she's using on that particular song that I really enjoy. I'm not really expecting any less than a really good singing voice from her from what I've seen. Now, I was gonna say I like the beat as well.
Since I seen ya.
Oh, hold on. What was that little noise?
It's been a real long time since I seen ya. I know.
Yeah, I like the little no in the background. I don't know what that's called. I don't know what a synthesizer. I don't know. I like that little noise though, and it's got that little bit of grittiness with the heavier instruments, but they're played low key. So it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be a really nice beat. I'm hoping they have some sort of break somewhere where it goes into like a little bit of a guitar solo. That'd be cool. It sounds like that sort of beat. Anyway, let's go a little bit longer this time.
It's been a real long time since I seen ya. I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel ya. Way away, but I'll be there for ya. It's been a real long time since I seen ya. I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel ya. Way away, but I'll be there for ya.
Okay, I'm paying attention a little bit to the video more than the song right now. So it looks like, what was that? Did he get a bad grade?
I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel ya. Way away.
I'm not entirely sure what that paper was. Maybe it showed it and I missed it. But either way, it looks like some bad news was given to her, and she's showing him like, "Hey, it looks like she's sort of being like you're kind of fucking up for some reason. I don't know if it's grades, if it's a late bill, something like that." And he looks really down and sad about it. He was listening to music, so I'm assuming this video is probably going to be maybe, I don't know yet. Let's keep going.
No, it's real bad, yeah, I feel ya. Way away.
I like that wait oh wait little part. That's actually really pleasant sounding to the ears.
But I'll be there for ya.
I feel all the pain stuck inside my chest. The chick I'm known at the car, I feel all
Oh, I'm really feeling that flow right there. Hold on.
for ya.
I feel all the pain stuck inside my chest. The chick I'm known at the car,
Ooh, I'm sorry. That little back and forth he did on that little end part of the of that line just sounded really nice. Super melodic and catchy is what I'm getting so far from this. You know, and I always differentiate between the two. There's really good rap that he does, really good flows like that, and then there's really just catchy and melodic tunes, I guess, almost. And I really like this little flow.
But I'll be there for you.
It's got that energy behind it too.
Stuck inside my chest. Lúc được chia cầm nó nơi ta có mình đồ bad. I feel all alone, but I try my best. Chơi thua với bạn mình vẫn màn viên trẻ trẻ tới tăng trong. Khi mình trong một son nằm tay khoa chất đi cầm my back like I got.
Oh man, this might be one of his best flows I've heard yet. I don't know. I say that every time I hear a new flow from him, so I don't know. I really just enjoy it though. I don't know how I'd place it against the others that he's done, but I will say, I don't know if you noticed that, but when he sped up, he didn't switch into a sped up flow almost. It sounded like he took the same flow that he was already doing, that melodic ride of the beat, and just double timed it. Added a word in between every other word, while still keeping the same flow, the same tempo, if that makes sense. So instead of like switching from a slow to a fast flow, right, or changing up the style of his rapping, he just subdivided it, so it added more words in the exact same sort of flow.
But I try my best. Chơi thua với bạn mình vẫn màn viên trẻ trẻ tới tăng trong. Khi mình trong một son nằm tay khoa chất đi cầm my back like I got mất mình rừng tràn tiết trong chỗ một chất mình trong khít. Chỉ vẫn riêng để sắp bài. Cả tục đi ra snow để gì cũng được trong một tục được bài cài.
No, yeah, he killed that. And especially then Laura coming in with her singing, which she was already killing it. But damn, that verse was hard, bro. I really, oof. Let me hear it one more time. I won't even stop it this time. I just want to hear it one more time.
Chia cầm nó nơi ta có mình đồ bad. I feel all alone, but I try my best. Chơi thua với bạn mình vẫn màn viên trẻ trẻ tới tăng trong. Khi mình trong một son nằm tay khoa chất đi cầm my back like I got mất mình rừng tràn tiết trong chỗ một chất mình trong khít. Chỉ vẫn riêng để sắp bài. Cả tục đi ra snow để gì cũng được trong một tục được bài cài.
Verse itself was talking just about being cheery, or not letting shit get you down, basically, is what I was gathering from it. Like, we're all going to face adversity, you know, but hold on to, how did he word it? He said happy days as opposed to gloomy days or something like that. I forget the exact word he just used there, but I get it.
But I'll be there for you. It's been a real long time since I seen you. I know it's real bad, yeah.
Is that Polarix? Yes. Yes, it is. I think I've seen him before, and I mean, I've heard him before, but I think I've seen him also in one of the music videos he did that I reacted to a while back. I can't even tell you which song it is now. If I looked at the name, I would probably remember everything about it, but right now it's eluding my mind. Ah, now I get it. Okay. So that's like his mom or something, right? They're arguing. It looks so far like they're arguing. He keeps, in her eyes, messing up, hanging out maybe with the wrong crowd, or not focusing on the right things like school or bills or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what she was looking at in the beginning, but she's obviously a little disappointed in him. He's mad about it. He's like, listen, I'm trying to do my own thing. You keep messing my vibe up. You know what I mean? You're like, get out of my face. And now it's showing her coughing really, really badly while driving home. I'm assuming that she's got some sort of sickness, and the video is going to be, you know, with the name being Be With You and the hook being about I haven't seen you in a long time, it's probably going to be a story of like, you should value what you have now, you know what I mean? Like, don't take things for granted, such as the health of your parents or something.
When you down boy young and joy come down. You don't have to cry no more.
Okay, they work together. That layering of singing, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. I think their pitch and tone is different enough, and they can both hold a note, obviously, that it works. I have seen examples where two singers just don't sound good together, so they're harmonizing well. I like it.
You don't have to cry no more when you're down, but you don't enjoy come down. You don't have to cry no more. I don't lead you down like I'm gonna drown. Look, come talk about some come, throw them bungee you would get jump. Never make youជីវិតអត់សង្ឃឹមគ្មានអ្នកណាដឹងលេខមិនចំហរលេខចំឈររួចចាប់កំណត់ថ្ងៃស្លាប់មេខ្ញុំស្លាប់ក្នុងចិត្តគ្មានអ្នកគិតគ្មាន
Wait a damn minute. Polarix was a group? You know what? I'm going to check before I embarrass myself some more. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back, and I feel very dumb. I looked back, and I remembered Polarix made That Way featuring VannDa. Now I remember them, so I've only reacted to them twice before. I was getting it confused with an artist that I had reacted to before from Cambodia, and now I had just seen it. But anyway, my mistake. Let's continue. The after VannDa and Laura came in with more of that melodic singing, and then the Polarix right here, especially him, are coming in with that just raw rap. So I think it's a very classic formula in hip hop. I would consider it, not necessarily rap, where big people that have done it have been like Eminem, B.O.B. back before he got he's a little crazy now. Back in the day, he used to have some bangers, Airplanes and that sort of thing. So Kid Cudi a little bit, where they have that sort of very melodic hook and sometimes verse, and then they add in just a very straight rap verse that grounds a lot of those like melodic, and what I'm thinking of is like that Stand song, right, from Eminem, that's got that same formula. He's not the only one that's done it. That's just one of the most famous songs, I think, out of his discography, and in general he's a big artist, so it's a good comparison. But that's sort of the formula, right, where you make everything kind of floaty, a little bit sad and somber, and then you kind of hit home with some not darker, what's the best word to describe it? It's the EQing on the vocals is what I mean. Dark, as in very bass heavy, very lower toned, and just straight rap verse. You know what I mean? That was, I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit of an odd choice to do a beat stop and acapella section. You know, and I always say I like acapella, but it can be done wrong. I almost want to say that was done wrong. Not enough to like ruin the song or anything like that. It was just a very odd placement. It didn't feel right. Yeah, see, it's like a mid beat. Oh. And see, this verses show that Polarix in general seem to be very well versed in hip hop at its roots. I think some of those were very classical flows used throughout sort of hip hop history. It's the intonation is what I mean. It just has a very classic rap feel, which is good. It means, you know, hip hop and rap in general is a very history heavy genre, as in you don't have to like every artist that came before you, but you got to pay your respects a little bit, right? That's how the genre works. That's how the rap game is. We build upon your predecessors, right? And it seems they've taken the time to study some of the older rap artists, I would imagine, based on some of these flows. And what's cool about Cambodia is they're sort of honoring two things. They're honoring the genre of rap and hip hop, and having callbacks almost, maybe not necessarily in the lyrics, but in some of the ways that they flow and rap. They're doing callbacks to predecessors in the rap game, but then they're also honoring their culture and their country and everything else. So they're almost doing a lot while they rap. You know what I mean? They're upholding a lot of different groups or values in their craft. So
When you're down, but you enjoy come down. You don't have to cry no more.
damn, that's gotta suck pretty bad, huh? I'm hoping she doesn't die in this video. Then it's gonna be a really depressing video, because I'm thinking, like, if you argued with your parents for the last, not even that big in your eyes, right? It's just another argument you have with them, and then they die like right away or right after that, and that's the last thing you said. That's gonna feel horrible.
You don't have to cry no more. When you're down, but you enjoy come down. You don't have to cry no more.
We don't have to cry no more. Put your hands up in the sky, we never cry no more. We don't have to cry.
Wasn't expecting that breakdown right there at all. There's a lot of unique choices, I think, in the composition of this song, but each piece works really well. And I think this VannDa's verse and Laura Mum's hook, I guess, or whatever, right? The hook, the chorus. There's some of the best I've heard from them. Now, I don't know why VannDa is one of my favorites. I think it's that just the melodic writing that he did while also keeping that fast-paced rap, which he has done in the past, but a lot of times it's almost choosing one or the other. He either raps really well or he does a less lyrical heavy melodic sort of verse. So in here, he almost hit both at the same time. I haven't heard a lot from Laura, so I can't really base it a lot against everything that I've heard. I've only heard a couple of live performances and features and that sort of thing. So I got a ways to go with her. I don't know if this is going to be my favorite verse from her, but it's a very good verse, or a hook, chorus. It's a very good one from her. So this is a really, really good song, but there are a few little just things that I wasn't expecting, like that little breakdown toward the end. It didn't break down the way I expected. It just sort of simmered, you know what I mean? It simmered down and then became almost more of a live performance of the song. Not necessarily, but the way that they did the vocals.
We don't have to cry no more. Put your hands up in the sky, we never cry no more. We don't have to cry no more. Put your hands up in the sky, we never cry no more.
It's been a real long time since I seen you. I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel you. Way away, but I'll be there for.
I like the message of the song. Yeah, I don't get what that little breakdown was, because it only lasted a little bit, and then it just layered his lower tone, almost monotone vocals, and then Laura's singing on top, and then it just transitioned back to the hook. So I wasn't entirely sure what the vision was for that, but I'm all for taking risks in music, taking experimental takes, so I don't fault them.
It's been a real long time since I seen you. I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel you. Way away.
Oh, she survived, and now he's a rock star. He's dressed like one. That's awesome. So it has a happy ending, at least. I thought she died in that bed for a minute. I was like, damn, that's kind of a depressing. Like, if I hadn't watched the video, I would have been like, oh, it's a little somber song, but it's kind of inspirational, cool. And then watching the video, I was like, damn, they just killed a mama.
I know it's real bad, yeah, I feel you. Way away, but I'll be there for
Yep. Happy ending. I'm glad. It brought it inspirational, you know what I mean? It changed the tone of the video, I think. Anyway, guys, I hope you like that. Make sure to like, subscribe, Let me know what else to react to. Let me know what you enjoyed or didn't enjoy from the video. I'm always looking to improve. And you know what? It's crazy because I went back and watched one of my first reactions ever, like a year and a half ago. And it wasn't even VannDa or anything like that. It was just, I forget what I reacted to, but it was like super, oh, it was a Trippy Red. And I've come a long way, I feel like, just personal growth, not even, I'm not talking about YouTube in general numbers or anything like that. I just mean I think I've gotten much better at expressing what I'm thinking, being able to sort of explain what's going on in my head. I think originally it was a little bit hard for me to vocalize everything. It's not something that you really do on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like if you guys go and try to live react to something, it's a little hard to say what you're thinking on the spot. You just don't do it that often in life. So it's been a really cool journey just being able to listen to something and better vocalize what I'm thinking. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos more as we go, and I really appreciate everyone's support. And I'll catch you on the next one.